Let's look at Tommy Girl and Tommy Girl Now. I'm going to do a wear test. These two perfumes are 22 years apart, 1996, 2018. Okay, so like I mentioned before, today I'm going to do a little bit of a wear test. That's something that I see a bit of a lack of in some reviews. Now, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. No, I just want to see if I can't do something different that offers a little more in-depth analysis, so to speak. I am a complete perfume layman. I don't understand certain notes. I don't understand the lingo. I'm not here as a perfume professional. I don't even solely focus on perfume. My channel is all things sort of beauty. I even do some vlogging. So perfume is not something that I am an expert in. I just, like all of you, I'm a consumer. So I will be speaking to you in a layman's consumer way. There is absolutely 100% a place for the pros. I watch them. But what I found a lack of on YouTube is just what does the everyday housewife, stay-at-home mom, girl, woman think of perfumes? So let's get into it. So as far as my arms go, they are not dry. I have moisturized right now. It is 8:15 a.m. So I don't have anything to show you what time it is. I just have my computer, but it's 8:15 a.m. Just a moment, I'll show you. Here you go. It is 8:15 a.m., April 9th, 2024. So I have been up since about 5:30 in the morning, and I have already moisturized. I've done my shower, I've done my makeup and everything, but since 5:30, and after I took my shower, I have moisturized my arms twice. That way the fragrance doesn't just get absorbed into my skin and then disappear. I want to give it a real chance. Okay, these are two perfumes I grew up knowing. Well, I grew up knowing this one, forgive me. I grew up knowing all about this one, but I never had it as a teenager. And in 1996, I was 16. So let's give it a try. I'm going to put Tommy Girl on this arm and Tommy Girl Now on this arm. And I'm going to do it quite generously because that's how we do, right? We do this and we spray all over ourselves. So here we go. Oh, so before we get into Tommy Girl, let's look at the data, the notes, everything that you need to know about it. Tommy Girl, made by Tommy Hilfiger, is a floral fruity fragrance. It was launched in 1996, and the top notes are apple, tree blossom, camellia, mandarin orange, and black currant. The middle notes are lemon, honeysuckle, rose, grapefruit, lily, mint, and violet, but I do not get any rose at all. To put those at ease who are sensitive to rose or just can't stand it, I really can't get any rose from this. The base notes are magnolia, jasmine, cedar, sandalwood, and leather. Okay, so here we go. Front and back. Okay, and then Tommy Girl Now. Tommy Girl Now by Tommy Hilfiger is a floral woody musk, and it was launched 22 years later in 2018. The notes in this, it's a smaller, simpler list. So the top notes are bergamot and mandarin orange. The middle notes are magnolia, mahonia, and mint. I'm probably pronounced that word wrong. And the base notes are musk and casmirin. Four squirts on both sides of my arms. So I will just go about my day. I'm not going to be washing any dishes or anything like that. So I'm not going to do anything that's going to wash the smell off. I'm just going to be doing some crocheting with just my hands. When I crochet, I just sort of rest on the couch here with my pillow on my lap, and I crochet like this. So there really won't be anything disturbing the arms. Now let's get some smells. Now that a lot of the alcohol has kind of dissipated, this is very, very youthful. This smells like a teenage girl. This smells like fruity, floral, mostly fruity. No, that's not true. It's an even balance of fruits and florals. But it smells like really good shampoo. It smells like really, really good shampoo. Fruity shampoo. It smells like, when I smell this, I mean, I'm getting I'm getting lip smacker, not the smell of lip smacker, but somebody who wears lip smacker, somebody who might put a little glitter on their face. I'm getting a 15-year-old. I'm getting a 16-year-old. That is very youthful, very, very youthful. It's really nice and fun though. Oh, this is fun. This is something that I would absolutely wear as a daytime. This is nothing but a daytime fragrance. Again, something you would wear to high school or even college. It's not going to be offensive to anybody. Nobody is going to smell this and go, oh, it's giving me a headache. I smell no musks, no rose, nothing like that. This is just delightful. It is very pleasant. It makes me feel young to smell it. It does take me back to being a teenager or 20. Okay, let's look at this one. Different. It's like it has the DNA of this. So all that youthful bubblegum, lip smacker, fruits and florals is in this, but it's in the background. It's far away. You're seeing it from a distance. What you're getting up front is more florals, the magnolia, for sure magnolia, and musk. There's actually a musk in this one, but it's also, it's way in the back. It's a little bit far away. It's one of those musks you really get as you're breathing back out. You really get it as an after smell. This one here is more mature. This, I want to say, Tommy Girl Now is exactly what it sounds like. If this was you in 1996 or in 2001 or in 2003, this is you now. Now you're a woman. This was you as a girl. They should have called this one Tommy Woman. This is this girl grown up now. This girl here, she's not a boss. This is not a boss. I'm gonna cuss. This is not a boss bitch perfume by any means. She's not a boss. But you know what? She's been married for about 17 years now, or at least with the same fella, or, you know, whomever they're choosing to be. They got a couple of kids. They still look great. They could probably still fit in their wedding dress. This girl here is this girl grown up. This is Tiffany, the cheerleader, is now Tiffany, the mother of two, has to go to meetings at school and doctor's appointments. But she is still as zany as she was here. But her zaniness obviously can't take priorities. Being a mother and a wife has to take priorities, but she is still a young girl. She's still young and beautiful and zippy and zany and full of energy. She's still a cheerleader underneath all of it. But now she's grown up and more sophisticated. That's what this is. It's not I told you. I'm describing these things as somebody who isn't a part of the perfume world. I'm a consumer. I'm part of the consumer world. I'm on the consumer end of things. So I'm talking to you, describing this to you the way I would want things to be described to me. I don't understand what it means when people say, it smells like this, it smells like that. I don't know what those things smell like, but what I do know is that this is Tiffany the cheerleader and that this is Tiffany the housewife and mom, not a boss bitch. This is not a boss bitch. I do have a couple that are boss bitches. This is not for the boss. This is not for the CEO. This could be for the CEO after work when she hits the bar. Sure. This is not for her though. This is for someone else. This is for someone who was absolutely that girl or just a part of some of those girls. She was just such a girl when she was young. And now that she's a woman, she still has that girl in her, but that woman lives on top. And so this smells like a girl on the background. You get that girly smell in the background. What you're getting right on top is that woman, those flowers, the magnolia, the musks, the powdery smell, the dry smell. That's what this is. Okay, so let's see how this smells in an hour from now. I'll be back with you in just a moment. And before I go, I totally meant to spray this on my clothes as well to see how well it lasts on my clothes. So Tommy Girl Now over here. Okay. And then Tommy Girl over here. All right. I mean, it's probably going to last oh, it just smells so good. I'm telling you, this is stronger than this one. What I can tell you right off the bat, Tommy Girl is a lot stronger than this one. I think it's because of the even balance of fruits and flowers really makes it a little punchier, whereas you mostly have soft florals and a soft musk that comes before the fruitiness of this with this one here. So yeah. All right, now let's go. Okay, so now it is 9:15. I know I probably should have checked back in at 9:30, but it's 9:15. And what I can tell you is Tommy Girl, here we go. Tommy Girl on this arm came out as a heavy hitter. It was so much stronger than the Tommy Girl now. It was loud, punchy, fruity, bubblegummy. Like it didn't, what I mean by bubblegummy is not like your traditional pink bubble gum, but imagine a juicy, fruity bubble gum that's like that. You know, it's sweet, but not sugary. It's fruity, it's tart, it's tangy, but this also has flowers, right? Now this dried down and they both smell exactly the same in the dry down. Exactly the same. There is no difference. I smell magnolias. I smell magnolias. This is a little lighter. And I didn't show you the boxes. Here are the boxes of both, and they are the Eau Toilettes. Eau Toilettes. You know, I have problems with pronouncing French words. I'm sorry. But anyways, in the dry down, they are not as strong. Obviously, they're not going to be as strong, but still strong. Up close, still strong. Let's see the close. This still smells fruity though. On the close, it still smells as fruity as it did when I first sprayed it. And this still smells very nice, more powdery on the close. The Tommy Girl now smells more powdery and more floral on close. Because you know, on the skin, I was saying that the Tommy Girl now smells like this from far away. It smells like this is way in the background. But now on both, they smell virtually identical with the exception that this one here has a little bit more of a musky, powdery smell. But all you're getting is flower top notes now. That not top notes, but flower notes. It's all that you're getting. The fruit's gone. The fruit is all gone. I think those just dissipated as fast as possible. And it's only been an hour. I can tell you it's still, even just fanning it, I can smell it, which means if you walk past someone, you're likely to give off this lovely fragrance. I think this is absolutely, these are both office friendly. I keep holding them in the wrong hands. These are office friendly, school friendly, function friendly. If you wear these outdoors, no one's really going to smell them unless they're sitting right next to you, which is not bad. It's always good to smell clean and fresh, which is what these smell like when that sweet fruit cooks off. You're getting a fresh floral magnolias. That's all I'm smelling is magnolias mostly. And with this one, with the exception of this one, you are getting that slight musk and that slight powdery smell. This is drier on the nose than this one. Although this is dry, it's more dry now than it was at first. So that's where I am at an hour in. So I'm not going to reapply. I'm going to keep it because I can still do this. And I can smell it, which means if I walk past someone and I have this all over me, especially if I have it on my clothes, because it smells really fruity on the clothes. So if I walk past someone, I am putting off that, as they call it, sillage. I'm putting off that fragrance, that aura of fragrance around me. So an hour in, it's still good. So now I'm going to check in at the 4-hour mark, which will put us at 12:30. So noon 30. So I'll be back in a few hours at the 4-hour mark and see if I need to reapply. Okay, so now it's 12:30. My son let me borrow his phone so I can show you guys the time. There we go, 12:28. And here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What I will say about it is it's just about worn off now. I'll cover my terrible elbow. I still smell this one more than I smell this one. So Tommy Girl faded away to nothing really fast. Really, really fast. Not really fast, within 4 hours. And Tommy Girl now is still there, This is the one I've been getting subtle wafts of as I've been working. And now all I smell is the magnolia very faintly and nothing else, just magnolia. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply. So it's 12:30. This would be your lunch break at work, your lunch break at school, the halfway through the busy part of the day. And I think that's not so bad for a edu toilette, edu toilette, for a toilette, because we know those are about 5% of the oil, so 5% parfum. And so that's not so bad. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply, but not a whole lot, just a couple of squirts on the top and a couple on the bottom, and we'll see how well it layers. Oh, and let me check. Still smells great on here. Smells great. Still smells fruity. So this will stay smelling fruity on your clothes. This will stay smelling like magnolia on your clothes, but it did not fade away that much. It did fade away, but not that much. I can still smell it pretty good. So here we go. Tommy girl on this side. Whoop! I just sprayed my phone. Okay, and then refresh on the clothes. Okay, so now I'll be back at 4:30. Yeah, that's really pretty fresh out of the bottle. And there's that young girl again. There she is, and here is her mom. Her young mom, but her mom. Okay, I'm going to be back at 4 hours, and we'll see how well it layers, how well the wear down layers, because this is layered 2. So we already know that in 4 hours, Tommy Girl fades away to almost nothing. But we'll see how well it does on top of its original layer. And the same with Tommy Girl Now, which faded away to almost nothing, but something at the same time, almost gone. So, okay, I will be back at 4:30, and we'll see how well it's doing layered. And then I'll give you my final review on what I think of both of them and how much I like them. Okay, guys, I'll see you in 4 hours. Okay, so now it's about 4:45. I don't have a little phone to show you this time, but what I can say is this perfume layers extremely well. Again, I smell this one a lot more than this one. This one is strong the first hour, and then it's just magnolias, and then it's just nothing. Yeah, it still smells like very sweet and juicy on my clothes. Again, the Tommy Girl Now smells on clothes very flowery and musky, powdery, dry. But on skin, it's sweeter, probably because of human musk. Human musk will make things smell sweeter. I smell magnolias and like powder. Over here, it smells like almost nothing. The Tommy Girl did not layer on itself very well at all. It's been just a little over 4 hours. So a full 8-hour day. Tommy Girl Now is the winner as far as longevity goes, as far as layerability goes. Now, of the two, which one would I prefer as a 44, almost 44-year-old woman? I'll be 44 in a couple of months. I would prefer this one. It is a bit of a more mature smell, just a bit of a more mature smell. It has longevity, and I really, really appreciate the powdery magnolia fragrance of this. I really do. I appreciate this one. If I were going to go to the river, I would wear this one. It's a fun in the sun, very youthful, energetic smell. I really appreciate that for this. And it's not going to last. It's just not going to last very long. I would give this one a good 2 hours before you really need to reapply it again. This one here can go a full 4 hours before needing to be reapplied. They both definitely need to be reapplied. As far as on the clothes go, the performance on both of them seems to be the same. Yes. This one's a little weaker, but that's because it doesn't have that fruity tooty smell behind it. This is mostly florals and musks. Again, the DNA of this is in here, but it's in the background. It's hanging out in the back. You know, it's not the forefront. And so therefore, this the magnolia and the musky powdery smell is what's going to really stand out. I like them both for their own different purposes. This is definitely an everyday fragrance. This can be a signature fragrance. It's light, it's floral, it's barely fruity, and it also will smell very good in more intimate moments because the musk is in there. And when it mixes with your skin, you get a sweeter, muskier magnolia smell, and it's very inviting. It is very nice. It's a romantic smell. It can be a romantic smell. It's actually a very light, breezy, easy day smell, but it can become romantic very quick. I don't think this can become romantic ever. This is just a very youthful teenager or young college girl smell that has to be reapplied very regularly. I like them both. I prefer this one, but that's perspective. I am 43 going on 44. That plays a big role in why I like this one. If you're looking for a gift for a teenage niece, daughter, sister, whatever the case may be, your best friend, go with this one. This one here smells slightly more old lady-ish, and this one here, for teenage girls, the smell won't last long, and it doesn't need to for them. And they can reapply it all they want. And how fancy will they feel going, oh, this, nothing, it's just my Tommy girl. Tommy Hilfiger was a banger of a brand whenever I was a teenager in the 90s. Tommy Hilfiger was everywhere. So this would have been like bragging rights, like, little humble bragging rights if you had this. But it's a different time. We're not going to say how many years later. Don't you say it. 22. Anyway, I like this one. I also like this one. I prefer this one at my age. I'm also, just for the future of this channel, I am a very feminine forward woman. I am very, very girly, hyper girly. And so I am going to lean towards scents that not only accentuate the fact that I am a mature woman, but that I am also a very, very girly girl, very girly girl. So I do have some unisex scents. Of course, we know I like my Obsession. It is Obsession for women, but it has a masculine smell at first. For some reason, though, it does not turn me off. It makes me feel animalistic inside. Something about Obsession has me obsessed. But I do have a couple of unisex perfumes over there that we're going to give a try. And a lot of times with unisex perfumes, I immediately go to, no, that's masculine. I don't like it. It's too masculine. I do not like it. Could that be because of my personality? I think personality it comes from instinct, and my instinct is a feminine one. I'm a very feminine woman. So unisex ones don't usually work out too well for me, other than Obsession for Women, which is also unisex. A lot of men love wearing Obsession for Women. Okay, that is my review of Tommy Girl and Tommy Girl Now. I like this one. Give them both a try. They're very affordable. This one here was $14 for the little bottle, and I paid about $30 for this one on Fragrance X. I'll leave the website down below. I'm not affiliated. I make no money. I am such a small YouTuber on this channel that I make no money on this channel, basically. I think $10 a month. So I'm not financially motivated to sell you any of these. Makes no difference to me if you buy them or don't, but I'm going to leave the website down below. It's just a website that I'm going to get from Googling Fragrance X and copying and pasting it onto below the video. That's it. No, I'm not affiliated. Okay, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I will see you in the next video. Have you tried either of these, and what do you think, and do you agree with me that these are basically magnolia perfumes, with the exception of this one being fruity at first? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.